Before you listen to anything else, understand this clearly. Most ACCA students don't fail audit in the exam hall. They fail it weeks earlier, when they start feeling comfortable while studying. Comfort is the enemy of audit. That one sentence explains more failures than any textbook ever will. Welcome to Education Bench. This channel exists for one reason only: to break the illusion that ACCA subjects are about memory. At Education Bench, we don't teach you what to write. We train you how the examiner thinks. If you're appearing in ACCA exams and audit feels confusing, unpredictable, or unfair, this video is not optional for you. Stay till the end, because once your thinking changes, this paper becomes controllable. Now let's destroy the biggest misunderstanding first. Audit is not a theory subject pretending to be practical. Audit is a professional judgment exam pretending to be theoretical. If you study audit like financial reporting, it will punish you. This is why intelligent students collapse in this paper. They bring the wrong brain. Audit is not about learning standards. Audit is about thinking under suspicion. The examiner is not impressed by what you remember. He is assessing whether you can be trusted. The examiner is not asking, "Does this student know ISA 315?" He's asking, "Would I trust this person in front of a real client?" That single question controls the entire marking scheme. And this is where 70% of students silently lose marks. They memorize definitions. They write safe, generic answers. They identify issues but never explain why they matter. They list procedures without linking them to anything real. They write more. They score less. Because audit does not reward effort. Audit rewards alignment. Alignment between the business, the risk, and the audit response. No risk, no marks. No response, no pass. Everything else is noise. If that alignment is missing, no amount of writing saves you. Let me say something that may upset you but will help you pass. You do not need to memorize all ISAs to pass audit. But if you don't understand how auditors think, you will fail even if you remember everything. Audit is not about what you know. It's about what you notice. When the examiner reads your answer, he is scanning for 4 signals. Did you identify a real risk in this business? Did you explain it in context? Did you link it to what could be misstated? Did you respond like a professional, not a student? That's it. The syllabus itself proves this. Audit framework, risk assessment, internal controls, evidence, procedures, audit opinion. This is not 6 topics. This is one journey. A business exists. Risk appears. Controls try to manage it. Auditors test those controls. Evidence is gathered. An opinion is formed. Every audit question is just this journey, repeated differently. Now let's talk about how answers are actually built. Every strong audit answer follows the same internal structure. Something can go wrong. Here's why it matters. Here's what it affects. Here's what I would actually do about it. If one of these is missing, marks leak. And this is where most answers die. Students write risks like headlines. Revenue may be overstated, is not a risk. It's just a headline. A real risk explains how the misstatement could happen. Why would revenue be overstated? Pressure to meet targets? Manual journals at year-end? Weak cutoff controls? If you don't explain the mechanism, the examiner cannot reward you fully. Now assertions. Assertions are not labels you attach for decoration. They are direction. They tell the examiner what kind of misstatement you're worried about. Overstatement usually links to existence or valuation. Understatement links to completeness. Timing issues linked to cutoff. Ownership issues linked to rights and obligations. Once the assertion is clear, procedures stop being guesswork. And procedures are where scripts either gain respect or get ignored. Here's the rule you should never forget. If your procedure sounds like something written in a textbook, it's weak. If it doesn't sound like something an auditor would actually do, rewrite it. Audit procedures are actions, not opinions. Inspect, observe, confirm, recalculate, review, compare. If the examiner cannot visualize the action, he will not reward it properly. Let's apply this thinking. A retail company reports a massive increase in inventory. Weak thinking stops at, inventory may be overstated. Strong thinking asks why. Because obsolete or slow-moving stock may not have been written down. Because management wants to inflate profit. Because inventory aging controls are weak. Now valuation becomes the issue. And procedures become obvious. Attend the inventory count to identify obsolete items. Review inventory aging reports. Inspect slow-moving items. Compare cost with NRV. Nothing fancy, just correct. Another situation. A company appoints a new finance director during the year. Weak answers scream management override and move on. Strong answers explain motive. New management may manipulate estimates to show improved performance. Estimates involve judgment. Pressure exists. Now procedures make sense. Review significant journal entries posted by senior management. Challenge key accounting estimates. Compare current assumptions with prior year outcomes. This is examiner language. This is professional judgment. Audit rewards students who sound employable, not academic. Now let's talk about preparation, because this is where most students sabotage themselves. Audit does not fail capable students. It fails students who refuse to change how they think. At Education Bench, we don't teach audit as theory. We train examiner-level judgment for ACCA exams. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is clarity. If this changed how you see audit, even slightly, you are already ahead of most candidates. Subscribe to Education Bench, not for shortcuts but for control. And share this with someone who is still memorizing ISAs and wondering why audit feels impossible. Because once your thinking changes, this paper stops being a threat. And controllable papers are the ones you pass.